Good evening, Brian. It's Tuesday. So, as you know, Chipotle is one of the restaurants that I like a lot. We go there often for work lunches. You and I have been there a few times before. Lulu and I go often. It's a place that I go pretty frequently. I just really like their food. And so, when it was time to plan meals for this week, I was thinking, why don't we try to make burritos this week? It wouldn't be too hard. Most of the ingredients that I get at Chipotle are things that we could pretty easily make at home. And it seemed like a great idea. So, I planned it out. We were going to have, a pretty standard spread of things. Crumble up some tempeh for the central proteiny portion with various seasonings. Have rice and beans, chopped lettuce, salsas, hot sauce, etc. Guacamole, that's an important part. And we did all of that, and so that was what we had for dinner tonight. And I've been looking forward to this for the last few days since we did the meal planning. I was always like, oh yeah, Tuesday we're gonna have burritos, and they're gonna be super delicious. And then we made the dinner tonight. We made the burritos, and as I was trying to wrap my burrito, the entire side ruptured and exploded everywhere. It was pretty epic. It was definitely a catastrophic failure of structural integrity with this burrito. It was not like a little tiny tear. No, the entire side was ripped open. And it was super disappointing. All the food was obviously still there. All the ingredients were still in there. It still tasted just as good. The things tasted just as good, but it was impossible to pick up and eat as a burrito because where it had torn when I was folding it, it was impossible to just unroll it a little bit and eat it like a taco. I tried to eat it, it fell out. It was, pieces of the burrito were falling left and right as I was trying to hold it together and eat it. There was an avalanche of rice all over the table. I mean, it was just a disaster, and it's really frustrating, and it's when you're looking forward to something like that, or anything, when you're looking forward to it and it ends up not working out the way that you wanted it to, it's so much more disappointing than it would have been otherwise if you weren't looking forward to it, if it were just something that had happened. If it was like, oh, this burrito didn't work out, I guess that's a problem. But because I've been looking forward to it for the last few days, it was even more disappointing that it did not work out. However, it's just a burrito. It's not that big of a deal. I had a fork. It's a little bit messier. The second one, I tried to make a second burrito. I tried to micro this one a little bit more so that the tortilla would hopefully be stretchier and more elastic. And I tried to wrap it. I even used less filling, I feel like. I tried to wrap it and it exploded everywhere. So I was just apparently not destined to have burritos this evening. So I grabbed a fork for the second one because there was no hope. I couldn't even try and hold it together as I was eating it. I really couldn't on the first one either, but I tried. But I grabbed a fork and ate it, and it was fine. And I'm not really sure if there was a point to talking about this burrito misadventure I had this evening, other than just to say that, sometimes we look forward to things. Sometimes we set our hearts on things. Sometimes we anticipate things and we want them to happen and we plan for them. And sometimes those plans don't work out, and that sucks. But you just sort of got to take it and move on and, have a pile of delicious burrito ingredients instead of perhaps a structurally sound burrito. And that's okay sometimes. So that's just a little frustrating anecdote about my life this evening, Brian. I hope that your week has been going well and you don't have any things that you've been looking forward to that have disappointed you so thoroughly. And I hope that it continues that way, and that the rest of your week is filled with good expectations, and that even when things go wrong, you're able to just sort of take it in stride and realize that sometimes you have a burrito and sometimes you have a mess. I hope you have a good night, Brian. I look forward to seeing your video on Thursday.